In 100 yards, turn off the oldies music.
Thanks, OMGPS.
OMGPS is not available in stores because it doesn't exist. But that's okay. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent, because kids in foster care don't need perfection. They need you. For more information on how you can adopt, go to adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
Make it and go. Back to Lynn. Lynn posts up. Down on the left wing of Lacona. He fakes the pass, but there's a shot, but way out front. Swish!
That's McGackey.
McGackey hits the tray.
So McGackey hit that tray. He immediately turned to the student section and acknowledged it.
Cheney is stuck, but he double clutches and puts it in. Oh, my goodness. What great body control by Cheney. You know, the beautiful thing on that play, he dished it down low to John Cheney. That was a great look by Ryan Brown. Team ball.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Michael Reineck along with Chris Erickson, Michael Betteridge producing, Hollis Zimmerman providing you live video feed. And this is Cool 1450 WTHU. We're bringing you the Boys CMC Basketball Championship. The Boys Championship being played here at BB&T Arena at Hood College in the Volpe Center. We're about ready to have the national anthem. So we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back with some pregame analysis.
Family owned and operated since 1961. Conveniently located right off Route 15, just north of Thurmont. Catoctin Mountain Orchard is a family tradition. Check out their wide variety of apples, pears, fruits, and vegetables, all deliciously ripened to perfection just for you. And don't forget their incredible desserts, pastries, and baked goods too. That's the Catoctin Mountain Orchard, open Monday through Sunday, 9 to 5 p.m. Catoctin Mountain Orchard, a family farm that will make you feel like family too.
Want to know what I like best about high school sports? I love watching my son run on the field. I love seeing him smile when he high-fives his teammates. I love seeing his eyes light up when his team scores a goal. I love the fact that since he's been playing high school sports, he's making better decisions. And I love knowing that high school sports have never been safer. Why? Because coaches have more information than they've ever had. Training techniques are more sophisticated, and equipment has never been more advanced. Playing high school sports isn't just safe. It's still the best way to give your teenager a healthy head start in life.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at BB&T Arena, 1450 WTHU. We're bringing you the CMC Boys Championship, matching up TJ versus Oakdale. We're joined by Kyle McFadden, local high school basketball savant. And Kyle, tell us what you think about this matchup. Let's start first with the Oakdale Bears.
Yeah, for the Bears, they obviously have Colin Schlee, who's just now running out to his teammate being introduced here at Hood. Very athletic basketball player. He's averaging about 23 points per game. Elite quarterback going to Kent State for football next year. They obviously got Musa Crawford, an athletic, fast point guard who can wreak havoc on the defensive end of the floor. Those are two guys that you're going to need to have to stop if you're Thomas Johnson.
All right, then how about a quick synopsis of the Patriots as we're getting ready to take the court?
Yeah, the Patriots, they spread the floor really well. They have five guys who can really get downhill on you fast. They've had much improved perimeter shooting this year. They got Richard Rivas, who has really filled the scoring void of Braxton Foreman from last year. He's a tough guard. He's only about 5'9", but he can light it up from downtown. He can get to the rack and create some havoc defensively as well.
All right, well, we're going to be ready here to go. Coach Erickson, you've seen these teams play a couple of times this year. What do you expect from this game?
Well, it's going to be really interesting because both of them are, one is fairly disciplined, Oakdale, and the other one is just going to come at you full speed, TJ. And we'll see whose will survives because we got between Rivas and Schlee, you've got two of the best players in the county.
All right, so we got the jump. It's Bennett Commander trying to out-jump Colin Schlee. I know how this one's going to end. Schlee is joined on the court by number 5, Musa Crawford. Off the tip, number 12, Ethan Reefer goes right to the lane. Ball, rebound comes out. Controlled, back to Schlee for 3 from the corner. Around the rim and out. Battle for the rebound. Out of bounds off number 10. Looks like J.R. Poe. It's going to be Oakdale ball. A little bit of those jitters we saw in the girls' game. You can see right here at the beginning. The Patriots are going with Poe, Rivas, Genus, Commander, and number 5, Nate Owusu. Oakdale, they've got Crawford out front. Cameron Dorner with the ball. Goes to Ethan Reefer, who's short on a three-pointer. Poe with the rebound, and he brings it up himself. J.R. Poe to Rivas. Rivas goes in the corner to Bennett Commander. Commander to the top of the key to Genus. Out to Owosu to Rivas for 3. Standstill jump shot. I think Oakdale will take that. Reefer with the rebound, and he pushes it up. Reefer to Musa Crawford. Crawford in the corner to Dorner. Back out to Crawford. Crawford puts it on the deck, pulls up inside the three-point line. Long Reefer with another rebound. That's his 3rd rebound. Comes out no good. Genus controls the rebound, and he sprints down court. Going to the basket, challenges McGackey up with the right hand. Good. 2-0 Patriots.
They're going at each other pretty hard right now. Both teams in man-to-man.
Cameron Dorner brings the ball down court, goes on the right-hand side to number 11, Jack McGackey. McGackey takes a three-pointer from the top of the key, wide, no good. Commander with the rebound. Commander to Genus, over to Rivas. Rivas will bring it up. The Bears drop back into a half-court man-to-man. Owosu on the left wing to Commander at the top of the key to Rivas on the right. Rivas gets pressure from Reefer, trying to push him out. J.R. Poe being guarded by Musa Crawford. Owosu back to Rivas at the top of the key. Shot clock is down to 5. Owosu loses control of the ball, goes out of bounds. Reefer pressured him. Ethan Reefer has been really active here early on.
Yeah, they had a pick there, and instead of defensive player for Oakdale just jumped the play and caused him to lose the ball out of bounds. Good play on defense for Oakdale.
All right, Cameron Dorner bringing the ball up against Owosu. He goes to Musa Crawford, tries to hit Schlee going back door. Ball goes off the back of Shimon Genus, out of bounds. Oakdale retains possession. Jack McGackey to inbounds quickly to Schlee. Schlee misses the shot, gets his rebound, lays it in 2-2. Genus never turned around.
Yeah, we've got full court pressure right now. Oakdale showing a look.
Genus brings it up past half court, guarded by Schlee.
Yeah, Schlee was just trying to get extra points there. So he got
the rebound.
Got a rebound, and he's still shooting 50% from the floor. So
all right. Rivas goes to Poe. Poe from about 15, long. Rebound goes to Dorner. Dorner pushes up court to Musa Crawford on the right. Dribbles to his right. Loses control. Recovered by Bennett Commander, who goes to Rivas. Rivas will bring it back the other way. Rivas to the top of the key. Down the lane to his left hand. Up high off the glass. No good. There's a whistle and a foul against Oakdale. The foul is on number 30. I believe that's Dorner. Yeah, it's going to be 2 shots for Rivas.
We had 3 players on the floor, so that's almost half the players.
All right, and right here in front of us are the Oakdale Bears, coached by first-year coach Brandon Long. Long has kind of continued the pressure up-tempo Oakdale basketball, and John Manley is coaching the TJ Patriots. Patriots made it deep into the state tournament last year. Rivas makes his first free throw, scores 3-2 with 5:18 remaining. Rivas tees up the second. Odd rotation on that, but he gets it to go. 4-2.
Almost a knuckleball.
Dorner bringing it up, guarded by Rivas. Looked like he was looking for, they're in a 1-3-1 it looks like, and they're going to trap out of that, but no one was there to trap. They're a little discombobulated. Genus tries to pressure McGackey, whose shot comes off. J.R. Poe with the rebound. Rivas brings it down. Rivas to his left. Looks back door. Nice play by Musa Crawford, who steals it. Crawford being pressured by Rivas in the backcourt. Loses him. Up court to Dorner, who crosses over into the lane. They're going to call him for a carry. Turnover. We saw that in the girls' game, and it was never called. First time here in the boys' game it gets called.
Yeah, strange call.
1 for 9.
And bringing the ball in is the Patriots. Rivas brings it down. J.R. Poe. J.R. Poe, spin move to the right, up off the glass. No good. Rebound. Schlee high above. That wasn't J.R. Poe. That was Bajan Bahai, who had just come into the game. Oakdale brings it down. Musa Crawford to Dorner. Dorner's out top. Oakdale started out cold. They're 1 for 9 from the field. Dorner at the top of the key. Now to McGackey on the left. Back to Dorner. They're in a 2-3 zone. They get the high post, Musa Crawford. Crawford, no. Rebound, Colin Schlee. Blocked out of bounds by J.R. Poe. That's going to be a good battle right there. Those are two very athletic players, Colin Schlee and J.R. Poe. There's a substitution coming in. Number 1, Tommy Kelly's going to enter for the Bears. Tommy Kelly's coming in for Dorner. I think Kelly was the starting point guard at the beginning of the year, and I think he lost some of the year to an injury, and he's still working his way back. Colin Schlee to trigger. He goes deep into the offensive court to Kelly. Kelly brings it back to the top of the key. Kelly hits the flashing Musa at the foul line, goes to the corner to Jack McGackey. No good. Colin Schlee way up for the rebound. Spins it up reverse. Good. Colin Schlee with his first, with all 4 of Oakdale's points. 4-4, Oakdale TJ. Richard Rivas brings the ball up court. Rivas goes to J.R. Poe at the top of the key to Jamon Jenis, who takes a long 3. Good. Jenis, that's normally his game, shooting 3-pointers. He drains that one, 7-4 TJ. Tommy Kelly brings it up. Schlee from about 25. Long rebound, no. Comes down to J.R. Poe. He's tied up by Ethan Reefer underneath. Well, you always say, Chris, don't bring the ball down when you get the rebound, right?
Yeah, well, he brought it down and paid the price.
The turnover, change of possession actually belongs to TJ, so they retain possession. 3:20 remaining, TJ 7, Oakdale 4. Rivas brings in the front court to Genus. He goes to Bahai, who tries to drive down the lane. Schlee gets a hand on it. Genus into the corner. Top of the key to Poe for 3. J.R. Poe, no good. Rebound comes out. Colin Schlee tips it to himself. He brings the ball up court. He looks in the corner to Tommy Kelly. Tommy Kelly for 3. Way off. Poe rebound. Poe tries to outlet. Musa Crawford gets up, knocks it down. Steal for Oakdale. Crawford gets the ball. A little short, 8-footer. Good. 7-6. That was an uncalled for turnover, TJ. The outlet pass wasn't there, and they turned it over. Leads to 2 points for Oakdale. Rivas brings the ball down court. J.R. Poe to Rivas in the corner. Trying to get it to Commander on the low block. Rivas resets to Genus. Rivas cuts through. They go to Poe. Poe goes left. Tommy Kelly tries to do the old Jerry West steal, coming around the backside, and he gets called for the foul. Chris, you played against Jerry West, didn't you?
Yeah, funny guy. Funny guy.
All right, so reset. We got some substitutes coming in. For Jackson Mead comes in for Oakdale to provide a little more inside presence. Bahai gets the ball out top to Genus. Out to Rivas, in the corner to J.R. Poe. J.R. Poe goes cross court to Bahai. Bahai goes baseline, now behind his back, almost loses it. Colin Schlee knocks it out of his hands. They're going to call Schlee for a foul. That will be Colin Schlee's first foul. That is the team's 3rd foul for Oakdale. Quick pace we have here today, Chris.
Yeah, they're moving right along here.
Long inbounds pass. Schlee almost got it. Genus recovers, goes behind his back, goes out front to Rivas. There's 25 on the shot clock. There was a reset. Rivas, a deep 3 from the top of the key. In, out, and out. Bahai with the rebound, lays it in. 9-6, TJ. Kelly gets the ball down to McGackey. McGackey to Colin Schlee. They're going to step back up. They're in a 2-3 zone, TJ. Musa Crawford flashes to the high post. Then they kick to the corner. Wide open for McGackey. Rolls in and out. Rebound comes down to Colin Schlee. Tommy Kelly kicks it back in the corner to Schlee. Schlee goes baseline where he has 4 players around him to Jackson Mead, who lays it in. Breakdown defensively there for TJ. 9-8 TJ leads, 1:21 remaining. Richard Rivas brings it down in the front court. Goes to Bajan Bahai. Back to Rivas. Rivas gets a high screen from Commander. Commander rolls. Commander gets the ball 3-point to Bahai at the foul line. Commander with the 3. High rebound down to Schlee. Colin Schlee pushing the ball up court. Colin Schlee gets by Genus, gets to the top of the key. Nice bounce pass to Musa Crawford. And the foul.
That was pretty. That was pretty.
Colin Schlee brought it down. I think everybody thought he was going to take it the whole way to the rack. Hit a cutting Musa Crawford and the foul on Bennett Commander.
He was looking over to the left corner, never even saw Musa, and then he just did a little wraparound bounce pass and just threaded the needle to Musa cut into the basket. That was real pretty.
If this was the fall, Kyle McFadden said that would have been a touchdown for Oakdale on the pass completion by Schlee. We got 2 substitutions coming in for TJ. Jeremiah Morris comes in the game, as well as number 25, Simeon Franklin. Oakdale now has the lead 11-9. Morris to Rivas in the front court. Rivas puts the ball on the floor, guarded by Tommy Kelly. Goes to Franklin in the corner. Franklin goes high to Poe, a dangerous pass. Crawford almost picked that one off. Poe behind his back, fakes a 3-pointer, goes to Franklin on the low block. Franklin back to Poe. 17-footer around the rim, no good. Rebound, Franklin leaves it short. Another rebound, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Jackson Mead on the rebound. Yes, foul Jackson Mead. That will be the 4th foul on Oakdale. Scores 11-9. Oakdale leads TJ. 4th team foul for the Bears, and it's going to be an out of bounds to TJ. Shot clock's off, Chris. 27 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Inbounds pass goes to Richard Rivas. Richard Rivas gets the ball to half court. And it looks like TJ is going to be content on taking the final shot here. Rivas out around the timeline, guarded loosely by Tommy Kelly. He's trying to draw J.R. Poe out. They're going to get the ball to Poe with 10 seconds left, and he's going to go work. To Commander in the corner. Back to Rivas. Rivas loses the handle. Rivas with about a 25-footer banks it. No good. Rebound comes down to the newly entered Lucas Crawford, and that will be the end of the first quarter with the score. The Oakdale Bears 11, TJ Patriots 9. This is Cool 1450 WTHU bringing the CMC Boys Championship Basketball. We'll be back in one moment.
Where do you get your real-time information? News, weather, traffic, school delays, and cancellations. At Cool 1450 AM, one of our most important resources is FrederickScanner.com. Live traffic cams, weather cams, city and county resources, police, fire and rescue. Anyone living, working, or traveling in and around Frederick should bookmark FrederickScanner.com on their PC or go to their Facebook page and download the mobile app today. FrederickScanner.com, a live information window to Frederick County.
And we're back at BB&T Arena at Hood College. This is Cool 1450 WTHU. Score Oakdale Bears 11, TJ 9. We have some analysis and some stats from the first quarter. Kyle, what do you got?
Oakdale shot 5 of 19 from the floor. They had 8 offensive rebounds. Colin Schlee crashing the boards hard early. For Thomas Johnson, they went 3 of 12 overall, 0 for 5 from deep. So not really using their height advantage early on.
Right, and so maybe that's something that TJ should be looking at, Chris. Go inside more. Use that height they have.
Yeah, and TJ just changed up their zone to a 1-2-2. So they're trying to
go with a little confusion here. Oakdale has the ball. They get it in the corner to Colin Schlee. Fadeaway jump shot. No good. Richard Rivas brings it down. He's got his head up. Rivas looking to drive. Gets back to Poe. Poe to Genus at the top of the key. It's Poe, Genus, Commander, Morris, and Rivas. Morris out to Rivas. 15 seconds on the shot clock. They really have no one set up on the low block. Now Commander gets down there. Rivas goes to Genus at the top. They're down to under 10 on the shot clock. Genus is going to have to go against Schlee. That's not a matchup they want. They go to Commander, to Poe in the corner. In and out. Rebound comes down to Ethan Reefer.
Yeah, based on those stats from halftime, if I'm Oakdale, I start inviting them to shoot threes.
Oakdale goes down in the corner quickly. Jack McGackey hits a three-pointer. 13-9 Oakdale. TJ coming back up. They're not really getting anything going on offense in their half-court set. Morris tries to probe. Goes to Poe at the top of the key. Poe puts it on the deck, left-handed, spin in the lane, goes up, makes the basket, and a foul against the Bears.
Yeah, it was nice. They tried to throw it in on the opposite elbow there, but it got overplayed. They turned around and went to, so they had two high post players. And and that's the key a lot of times to breaking down the defense. And so oftentimes you don't see either a high or a low post.
So they went with an overload there, and they got it. Poe misses the free throw. The foul was on Ethan Reefer, his first. One of the things we have to watch here, Chris, is that's 5 team fouls on Oakdale already. They get it quickly down court to Musa Crawford. To Reefer, who drives. He scores, and a foul on J.R. Poe.
That was strong. He went up against a bigger player and backed into him as he went up, initiated the contact, and made the layup. Now he's shooting one.
15-11 Oakdale over the Patriots. Reefer shooting the bonus. 6:30 remaining. It's up and it's good. J.R. Poe inbounds to Richard Rivas. Rivas brings the ball to half court. Rivas to Genus. Goes bounce pass to Poe. Almost stolen. Poe goes up strong. No. Rebound comes down. Taken by Dorner, who re-entered the game. He was just out of bounds. Stepped right in front of us, right on the end line.
What you saw there, you had, compared to the last game, Oakdale had 5 players in the key rebounding. So they did not allow, TJ to overwhelm them and get rebounds this time. They had 5 players back there rebounding. When the ball went into the low post, 3 people were guarding the low post.
All right, Coach Brandon Long, while he wants him to play a little up-tempo, he did not like Dorner trying to take that ball. It really had nowhere to go. TJ gets the ball, they inbound it. Genus pump fakes, goes to Bahai, who's back in the game. To Genus, who tries to drive. Rivas from deep, 20 feet, no good. Rebound to Bahai, goes straight up with it, lays it in. There's the inside advantage, 16-13. Bajan Bahai with his second basket, 4 points. Colin Schlee brings it down, he gets it to Cameron Dorner. Dorner guarded by Owosu back in the game. Dorner puts it on the deck, goes to his right, looks to the cutting Reefer. Reefer against Bahai. Reefer straight up. He goes against Rivas, and Reefer gets the offensive rebound, but it looked like he ran over Rivas to get the ball, Chris.
Yeah, I think they got 3 referees out there, and you have to wonder sometimes.
Maybe they need to have one up here with us.
Well, you're right. I need to change my shirt to the stripes.
Inbound pass goes to Reefer, hits a cutting Musa Crawford. Nice play. Richard Rivas got picked off trying to follow Crawford. You don't want to follow those picks. Rivas talking to the referee. Maybe he should focus a little bit more on what's going on in the court. Genus brings it down, gets it forward to the newly inserted Owosu, to Bahai. Bahai drives down the lane, goes up with his left hand. Rebound comes down to J.R. Poe. And it was a foul.
Yep, Schlee.
That'll be Colin Schlee's second foul. That could be critical here. 5:07 remaining. Oakdale 18, TJ 13. That's the 6th-team foul. That's Colin Schlee's second foul. He's going to have to play under control here. J.R. Poe shooting 2 for the Patriots. Poe makes the first. 18-14. Couple substitutions. Number 1, Tommy Kelly coming back in for Cameron Dorner.
I disagree with that. They should leave Schlee in there.
Number 50.
You got 5 minutes left, and they're taking him out just because he has 2 fouls. I think coaches make wrong moves like that all the time.
Okay, Jackson Meade back in. They definitely didn't lost a little athleticism, gained a little bit of size. They need some size on the board because Schlee's really the only one rebounding along with Ethan Reefer. Poe makes the second, 18-15, 5 minutes remaining. Tommy Kelly brings the ball to Jackson Meade. Jackson Meade goes to Ethan Reefer at the 3-point line. Reefer to Musa Crawford, hard pass, goes out of bounds, turnover, Patriots ball.
Now they're losing they lost their offensive focus. This is when the players, he got 2 fouls, you just let him play. He's got to learn to play anyway. And I just think he's too important to Oakdale's team. They're down,
As we said, maybe go to a zone to protect him a little bit or do something like that.
Yeah, just tell him to watch his hands, swinging his hands down.
Patriots bring the ball down. Bahai drives to the lane, high off the glass. He's fouled. That is the 7th team foul against Oakdale with 4:40 remaining. Bajan Bahai playing one of his best games of the year. Bahai to shoot 2 for the Patriots, down by 3.
So they need he's getting to the boards awful lot. He's overpowering his player. They either need to switch up on him with somebody else, or they need to go to a zone or bring somebody in there to help him a little bit. Now, the guards, generally, Oakdale's defense is doing really, really well because they're not allowing any penetration.
Bahai makes the second, makes it a 2-point game. TJ trails by 2. Tommy Kelly brings the ball up, no pressure, the whole way to the elbow, pulls up, takes a jump shot. Genus with the high, goes up high for the rebound. Loose ball comes down to Poe. Poe in the forecourt to Rivas. Rivas backs it out. Rivas to Bennett Commander. Bennett Commander takes Jackson Meade. They're going to call Commander for a travel. Must have shuffled his feet. I couldn't see it from my angle.
Yeah, he moved them both. You have to move only one at a time usually.
Depends which league you play in.
Yes.
Yeah. Inbounds pass, Reefer goes to McGackey. McGackey's going to bring it up. They're really harassing Tommy Kelly with Genus. Reefer now with Bahai on him. Jackson Meade faces up against Commander, goes down low to Musa Crawford. 2-pointer by Jackson Meade. Meade makes it 20-16. That's his 4th point. More production than they were probably planning on getting out of him in the first half. Rivas, and now they have gone to a zone, like a matchup zone it looks like. Richard Rivas from way outside, but high with another rebound. He went an awful long distance, and I don't know that he dribbled, Chris.
Well, he was getting pushed the entire time, so maybe we'll give him a little slack on that one.
The 8th team foul against Oakdale. Bahai is creating a lot of problems on the offensive glass for
he's in there. There was 3 Oakdale guys around him. You know, they're doing their job, one in front, one in back, and the top guy was coming down, and he still got the ball. So give him some serious credit for that.
That foul was on number 50, Jackson Meade, his 2nd foul as well, I believe.
He's pulling a little Moses Malone here, baby Moses.
Bahai gets the 2nd. He's good on the 2nd one all the time. And with 3:41, we're going to have a timeout here on the court. 30-second timeout. Chris, what are you seeing out there on the court right now? It's a 4-point game, and Oakdale has the ball. They're in a little bit of foul trouble.
Yeah, I mean, they're in the bonus. You got 3.5 minutes left. They've actually, they're losing a little bit of focus out there on defense, I think. They need to take away that inside. They're just getting the last 4 times down. They've given up offensive rebounds, even though they're, I think they're getting overpowered, but switching to the zone is the right thing to do to kind of protect them a little bit. We'll see how they do.
All right, so foul trouble. 2 fouls on Meade, 2 fouls on Schlee. 3:41 remaining. Oakdale has the ball. It looks like TJ's extending it a little bit here. Maybe like a 1-2-2 3-quarter court.
1-2-1-1, yeah.
And they bring the ball in the forecourt. Reefer went to pass inside, and he shuffled his feet. Travel, that's exactly what TJ hoped to get out of that, a turnover.
Yep, change of pace on defense often creates that.
TJ in the front court.
Now we're back to man for Oakdale.
Rivas gives it to Poe. Genus drives. Acrobatic shot up off the glass. Rebound comes down to Poe, and that's going to be the 3rd foul on Jackson Meade.
Ball's right in his hands. He just couldn't hold on to it and hands it back to TJ. Now he's shooting.
That's a 19 foul against the Bears, and they're all coming on the offensive glass. 3:16 remaining, 21-17. J.R. Poe shooting 2 for the Patriots.
Yeah, when you box somebody out, you gotta it's not just enough to get between him and the basket. You gotta put a body on him before he starts moving toward the basket, and you gotta push him back out. You gotta push him back a foot so he knows you're there,
Poe made the 1st and hits the 2nd. It's now a 2-point game. Reefer inbound to Kelly. Over to McGackey. McGackey looks to Crawford, goes back to Reefer, to Tommy Kelly. Back to Reefer, gets across the timeline with 1 to spare. dangerously dribbling the ball, almost loses it. Tommy Kelly takes it in the corner. Oakdale is definitely a little bit out of control here at the moment. They get it back to the senior Crawford, who sets him up with 10. Oh, that's a foul on Rivas, yeah.
Yeah, a little, it's like he punched him in the arm or something.
That's only the third team foul against the Patriots with 2:53 to go. Does reset the shot clock for Oakdale. McGackey to inbound, looking for Musa Crawford coming around. Instead goes back to Tommy Kelly in the backcourt. Kelly calling the offensive play, goes behind his back, goes to Meade on the high post, looking for the flex offense here. You've got McGackey to the other elbow to Reefer, who drives with his left. Nice athletic drive and puts it up, Ethan Reefer.
Remember what I told him about the last game, the girls' game, where they always shot with their left hand? There you saw a guy going to the left-hand side. And which hand did he shoot it with? He went up with his right hand. Amazing.
The one thing he did do is he did face up when he got the ball in the high post.
Exactly.
Patriots down. Oh, J.R. Poe got pushed out of bounds, and they call him for taking the ball out of bounds. He's not a small fella, and he moved about 5 feet on that one.
Yeah, we used to call that a force out, but I guess we don't do that anymore.
Nice break of the fast break or half court pressure. Ball comes down. Poe with the rebound. Genus bringing it down, looking to speed it up. Goes to Rivas in the corner. Over to J.R. Poe's wide open from three. J.R. Poe, no good. Rebound, Bennett Commander. He scores. Offensive rebounding for TJ is keeping him in the game.
He had 4 players for TJ in the key. He only had 3 for Oakdale.
Musa Crawford should have gone with the bounce pass there. Instead tries to put it high off the glass. No good. Rebound to Bahai. Rivas up to Genus. Down by 2 with 1:30 left. Genus for 3. Rebound, no good. Comes down. Jackson Meade corrals that one. Bennett Commander reaches in. Almost a steal by Genus. Here comes the Bears down court. Tommy Kelly out of control. Into the corner to Jack McGackey. Good shooter, scores.
If I'm Oakdale, I sit back and say, please shoot threes. They haven't made any.
26-21.
Have they made a three-point shot?
I do not believe they've made a three-point shot, TJ.
Sit back and let them shoot.
Commander from the elbow. Nice shot, good. 26-23, Bennett Commander, that's where he should be shooting from. High post, look down. Under a minute to go. Oakdale bringing the ball, they get to the timeline. Reefer drives. Reefer's gonna go the whole way. Splits the defense, up off the glass. Bennett Commander needed to take one more step and step in. 45 seconds remaining. Oakdale 28, TJ 23. Rivas bringing the ball up court. Goes to Poe. They're in kind of a matchup. Bennett Commander with the ball out front, a little loose with it. Genus telling him to get down on the low block. You got the advantage. Rivas goes to Poe on the low block. Poe guarded by McGackey. Poe, spin move to the lane, up and good. 28-25, last possession will belong to Oakdale. Reefer bringing it up, goes to Tommy Kelly. Tommy Kelly getting pressured, gets it back to Reefer, to Crawford in the corner. Crawford, they're calling Crawford for a travel turnover with 10 seconds left.
I didn't see it.
No.
I must be seeing a different game here. I did not see a travel in that one. I've seen a lot of other travels, but that one was not one of them.
28-25, Genus is gonna bring it up. Some token pressures. Genus to Rivas. Rivas at the top of the key. Goes down to Poe, shoots with 2. Rebound, no good. Oh, Owosu went up for the rebound, and Musa Crawford was able to knock it away. At halftime, we have the score. The Oakdale Bears 28, TJ 25. This is Cool 1450 WTHU bringing you the CMC Boys Championship game. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with halftime stats.
Gettysburg Auto Auction is looking for additional buyers for our increased car volume. So if you're in the market for a new used car, try this little auction. Gettysburg Auto Auction continues to have the highest customer satisfaction and lowest fees of any auto auction. And our exclusive bid drive-by program allows you to drive your car before you buy it. If you missed out on Gettysburg Auto Auction's Thursday night sale, stop by on Friday for our Leftover Friday sale, where any vehicle still available can be bought on the spot. Gettysburg Auto Auction is located on Route 15 at the Maryland-Pennsylvania line, the Steinway exit. For directions and a sampling of upcoming vehicles, Visit GettyAuto.com. Gettysburg Auto Auction, the little auction with the new start time of 6 p.m. and looking for additional buyers to go with our influx of vehicles.
Hello, my name is William Warren, owner of Emmanuel Technology Consulting. In this rapidly changing world of technology, the last thing you want to do is search for help for all the technology in your life from several different companies. Emmanuel Technology Consulting is experienced in multiple platforms, including smartphones, iPads, Android tablets, and gaming consoles, just to name a few. Data security is a huge issue these days, and you need to protect your data from malware, software corruption, or hardware failure. Emmanuel Technology Consulting is not just about prevention or about proactive intervention when it comes to your important information. When you have a problem, you don't have to wait for a phone call back. We will respond quickly to you, and we are experts at remote diagnostics, so you will have a quick solution. That's Emmanuel Technology Consulting. Call us today at 301-524-5271 or check us out online at etc-md.com. Emmanuel Technology Consulting, helping you design your digital life.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mike Reinick along with Chris Erickson, Michael Betteridge, Kyle McFadden. We are back at BB&T Arena, and this is the CMC Boys Championship game. It's halftime. The Oakdale Bears are leading 28-25. We'd like to thank our sponsors for this game. Sponsors are Center for Life Chiropractic, Gettysburg Auto Auction, Woodboro Bank. Everyone, this game is being live streamed. If you're listening on the radio, you can watch online. Hollis Zimmerman is our video tech, and he's got the game for you. And it will also be archived later this evening. And that will be an opportunity for you to watch this game. So far, it's been a little bit of what we expected. Coach Erickson, you've seen both these teams play in the past. Are you surprised by anything in the first half?
Not particularly. If I were to say a weakness that I thought TJ had coming in was execution on offense. What they're good at is crashing and running and hustling really good. The discipline that I'm seeing from Oakdale, particularly on defense right now, is really impressive. And they were generally stifling. They weren't allowing any penetration. They're getting them to shoot outside. Now, in the last 4 or 5 minutes, we've seen the inside rebounding of TJ just really hurting them. So they've got to make some adjustments somehow to counter that. But other than that, I think their defense has been sterling. And it's an even ball game. Both of them have their strengths, and we'll see how they respond after the half.
All right, and so key things about that half was Colin Schlee. Coach Brandon Long took a calculated risk and took Colin Schlee out with about 5 minutes left when he got his second foul. And I think the spread's just about the same as when he went out.
It was exactly the same. They were up 3 and they're still up 3. So no harm, no foul there. So the rest of the players at Oakdale did step up, and they're doing a good job. They play real well together. One of the things that you see here that I always look for in an offense is anybody just comes down and shoots without passing the ball, like the first pass and a shot, generally is a pretty bad play. It may go in, but by and large, you're not involving the rest of your players, and they tend to stagnate. But you see Oakdale tends to pass the ball a lot. They'll pass the ball 3, 4, 5 times before they take a shot, and a lot of teams just won't do that. So their patience, I think, is what really wears out the defense on the other team.
And without a doubt, I was going to say that Oakdale probably, the one offensive statistic they're probably leading in is assist, because I don't think you get an assist when you miss a shot and the other team gets a rebound, and that's where a lot of the offense for TJ's come from. Hey, we want to make one quick announcement in case no one has heard. Frederick County Public Schools are closed tomorrow, so everybody's pretty excited about that here at the gym, adding to the festivities. And with that being said, Kyle McFadden's here with us, and Kyle has some team halftime stats. So I'm going to turn it over to Kyle for some analysis.
The Bears from Oakdale went 12 of 22 from the floor. That's 55%. They also made 2 threes in that second quarter. Thomas Johnson, meanwhile, shot 33%, 8 of 24. They went 6 of 9 from the free throw line. They went 0 for 9 from deep. So,
Olay, let them shoot. Where they got hurt was, getting those offensive rebounds. But if I'm Oakdale, I'm like say, hey, take a step back and entice them to keep shooting.
Right. And if I'm the Bears, I know they're really adamant about playing fast and getting up and down the floor, but, I would really look to maybe slow the pace down just a little bit if I'm Oakdale, not really get in a run and gun with Rivas and Thomas Johnson.
Yeah, when they run plays, they're pretty darn good. They got some good ball distributors. They're patient. They work together. And, a disciplined team often really can win. They can overcome a lot of deficiencies that they might have.
Right.
So I agree with you. Chew up the clock a little bit. And on defense, they've got to get some offensive. They've got to box out better because they're getting between their man and the basket, but they've got to put a body on them and push them back out. They can't let them just stand there and have the offense player push you under the basket, because that's what's been happening lately.
Right.
All right, everyone, we got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here in halftime. The teams are back out on the court. We're going to take a quick break. This is Cool 1450 WTHU bringing you the CMC Boys Championship Basketball. Back in a moment.
Visit the Shamrock today. The Shamrock is located on Route 15, just a mile north of Thurmont. That's the Shamrock Restaurant for good food and some warm Irish hospitality. Tell them WTHU sent you is more fun than a barrel full of leprechauns. That's the Shamrock Restaurant since 1963. When you mention the mere thought of Ireland in Frederick County, the first thing that springs to mind is the Shamrock Restaurant. Locally owned and operated, the Shamrock Restaurant is a dining legend around the region, featuring Fitzgerald family recipes in the tradition of the Irish countryside. For the Shamrock, it's a continuation of their old country family recipes using fresh, authentic ingredients. Dining in a warm, relaxed atmosphere that you'll remember as a seasonal event. The Shamrock Restaurant, located just north of Thurmont on Route 15. Stop by today and find out why it's the most popular restaurant in our area for over 30 years. The Shamrock Restaurant.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at BB&T Arena in the Volpe Center on Hood College's campus. This is Michael Reinick along with Chris Erickson, Michael Betteridge, Ryan McFadden, and Holland Zimmerman providing you video of this. Kyle McFadden. Sorry about that. I'm having some minor TIA here. We got 45 seconds left here at halftime. It's a close game. Oakdale 28, TJ 25. Coach, you just said in your analysis the biggest thing that TJ has to do is run a better offense and maybe make a shot. Oakdale, on the other hand, in pretty good shape, especially considering that they played without their star Colin Schlee for the last half of the second quarter.
Yeah, TJ is, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't tell you what kind of offense they're running right now. It just seems they just pass the ball on the outside and shoot. I don't see any plays being run or anything. And that's quite the opposite of Oakdale. Oakdale's actually running discernible plays. But they've got to, that's the way they've been every time I've seen TJ play. They just don't seem to have an offense like the flex or whatever else anybody's running at any particular time.
All right, so to begin the second half, it will be TJ with the ball. In any event, when you look at these two teams, they seem to probably likely have a very big role coming up in the 2A and 3A West playoffs here, starting next week.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how far each team can go. They both look good. They have their different strengths, that's for sure. You got to look.
All right, Genus with the inbound. He gets it to Rivas. Goes to Owosu. Genus turns it over at the top of the key. Ethan Reefer drives. Reefer up and in.
What'd they call?
They called basket interference against Genus. The basket had gone through. The ball had gone through the basket. So 5-point lead. Reefer has been the most active of all the Bears on the defensive end.
Yeah, here we're back. They're doing a really good job of keeping the guards for TJ in front of them. They don't get too close to them. It sounds counterintuitive not to get too close to the. Oh,
Colin Schlee with the steal. Schlee, one-hand jam.
I guess he didn't like sitting on the bench.
Yeah, he's rested.
Yeah. See, Coach, you shouldn't have taken me out.
7-point game. Schlee jumped the pass. I'm not sure they're really hedging on all screens here on this man-to-man defense that they're playing, and kind of jumping the driver. TJ goes down baseline to Bennett Commander. Rivas throws it out of bounds. 7-point lead for the Bears. This is going to be a critical point right here. They got to get a stop. 3 turnovers to start the first 3 possessions. Cameron Dorner bringing the ball up for the Bears. Dorner to his left, goes to McGackey. Low block screen across, screen for Schlee. Schlee with the fadeaway jumper, it's good.
Timeout.
It's going to be timeout, TJ. And with 6:43 remaining, what was a 3-point game is now a 9-point game.
The Oakdale has come out with a purpose.
And TJ looks like they're asleep. And I mean, they called timeout, walked back to the huddle. They just don't seem like they have any jump here in the second half. So they better figure it out pretty quickly, or Oakdale's the kind of team that can run you out of the gym pretty quickly.
Yeah, I know they got all the tools right now. And it's all cooking. Definitely, it's all cooking.
The hard part for this, too, is you don't want to get behind TJ. Get behind Oakdale. They handle the ball well, and, if they can take 30 seconds off the clock, you get down by a dozen or 15 points, it's going to be really hard. 30-second possessions mean that you only get, 16 possessions a half. So J.R. Poe to inbound. Now they come out with a kind of full court token pressure man-to-man. Poe is in the center. Poe bringing it up, gets pressured by Dorner. Goes to Genus, a trap on the sideline. Down to Owosu. Poe drives down the center, right to the basket, good. Good read by J.R. Poe, who once again, when he got the ball high, squared to the basket.
Right.
Saw what was in front of him. Schlee brings it down. Schlee to McGackey. McGackey jab steps, goes high, top of the key to Musa Crawford. Over to Schlee, guarded by Genus. Schlee looks down low to Reefer. Instead, he gets Dorner on the pick. Crawford drives. Rebound down to Rivas, smallest guy on the court. Crawford made a nice drive there, but never got square to the basket. Rivas brings it up, goes to Owosu on the wing. To Rivas. Commander setting up on the low block. Rivas drives. Rivas goes hard on Dorner and scores. That's Richard Rivas' second basket. I think he scored the first one, and then now scored almost a whole half. Dorner brings the ball down, fancy dribbling against Owosu. Reefer with Commander on him. Reefer, top of the key, goes in the wing to Dorner. Throws it to Crawford, just throws it away.
You got a mismatch down there with Rivas on Schlee, and Oakdale completely missed it. Schlee was setting up down here on the opposite side, and they ended up turning the ball over instead of finding the huge mismatch.
Crawford wasn't looking. The ball went out of bounds, and a foul on Crawford, the first team foul on either team. Rivas into the forecourt. Rivas looking to Commander. A little pick and roll action. Goes to Genus at way outside. Genus to Rivas. Looking down low to Commander. Reefer with very good defense. Reefer recovers the ball. Gets it to Musa Crawford, who's going to push. Crawford going to his right. Goes in the corner to Dorner. Dorner back in the lane. Comes across. Shoots and is fouled. Fouled by number 5, Owosu. It's going to be Cameron Dorner shooting 2 for the Bears, up by 5 with 5:02 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, on offense, on man-to-man, TJ's playing man-to-man against Oakdale. What they're doing a lot of is they're doing what's called the flex. They're popping up to the top and they're setting picks across the low part of the key. What happens is when you set that pick, and if you hold it, and they throw the ball to the top, there should be another pass going straight down. You should be wide open to catch the ball, and they're missing that. The guy setting the pick is not executing and pinning his man and holding him off there, because they're missing several opportunities there to score deep inside.
Dorner makes the first, misses the second. Genus with the rebound. One of the things in that flex offense is the cutters also have to set up those picks, and so sometimes they go too quickly. They try to go wide. Owosu tries to go inside to Bahai, who's re-entered the game, throws it out of bounds. TJ on their entry passes does not have good angles, Chris.
Yeah, you've got to come to the ball if you're off of it. Like right now, if somebody's pressing you, the easiest thing is just run right up to the guy, just have him hand it to you. You know, you don't have all players tend to run away from the ball, which just makes it worse.
Tommy Kelly enters for Dorner. They come in the forecourt. McGackey just left alone at the foul line. Rebound to Bahai. Schlee went up high for it. Rivas coming down. Rivas leading the break. Rivas to his left. Blocked, I believe, by Tommy Kelly. Rivas calling for a foul. Genus ties up Tommy Kelly. It's a jump ball. Held possession. Possession arrow pointing in the direction of Oakdale, I believe. So the Bears retain the ball. Bennett Commander coming in for Owosu. 35-29. Bears lead by 6. 4:25 remaining in the third quarter. Patriots are going to drop back. Schlee inbounds to Tommy Kelly, who goes quickly down in the corner to Musa Crawford. Back out to Tommy Kelly. Tommy Kelly, they're setting up their flex offense. Reefer at the top. Reefer goes on the high-low down to Schlee. Schlee can jump over anybody.
Yeah, he's one of the few athletes here in the county, or probably in the state, that could play D1 basketball and football.
Another, and that was a basket by Schlee. Patriots come down. Another bad entry pass. Bahai throws it to Commander, out of control. Musa Crawford comes down out of control, loses the ball. Out of bounds. TJ gets possession, down by 8. Dorner back in for Tommy Kelly.
Execution, discipline, key words you don't hear people talking about a lot of times. Talk about the flash, the crossovers, the dunks. But right now, it's the execution and the discipline of Oakdale.
Forecourt for TJ. Poe goes 1-on-5, up and in. Foul on Musa Crawford. That's a heck of a play by J.R. Poe, but it was truly a 1-on-5 situation.
Yeah. Not a lot of passing going. What was there, one pass or two passes in that set there?
They basically got the ball in the high post and went to work. Poe shooting the bonus, 37-31. Foul on Crawford, that's his third. Poe misses the shot. Rebound comes down to Schlee. McGackey pushes it up, goes back to Colin Schlee, out by the timeline. Schlee drives down. What a pass to Musa Crawford. That was a rocket.
That was sweet. He's about the third pass he's done out there that is absolutely eye-opening. And I don't give out compliments like that too often.
Genus drives on his own, goes up. Poe with the rebound, and Poe is fouled, this time by Reefer.
Well, I think Poe was, yeah, for a second there I thought they were calling it on Poe.
Genus's shot was a little wild there. Maybe he should have yelled pass on that one.
Right, yeah, get the bank shot.
That's Reefer's second foul, third team foul against the Bears.
Yeah, I think they're putting a Band-Aid on the backboard. He hurt it so bad.
Poe rolls that one around and in, 39-32. Back in the game, Jackson Meade and Tommy Kelly. For Poe, that's his 13th point. He's the only TJ Patriot in double figures. Poe shooting the second, down by 7. 3:06 remaining. It was a 5-point game at halftime, I believe. Poe's second up and good.
3-point game at halftime. And,
got a player for Oakdale going down.
Got an extra
Sniper
layer,
in the building.
They got an extra layer of paint on the lines right now.
Tommy Kelly with some fancy dribbling against Richard Rivas, brings it down to Jackson Meade. Jackson Meade goes up and scores. Tommy Kelly, I'm not sure that was the offense Brandon Long was calling for, but they got a layup out of it.
Hey, got to let him play sometime, right?
Poe inside the Commander. Commander drop step, good.
Commander, same thing. The last time they had Poe, this time Commander. In both cases, the reason the defensive player for Oakdale got beat was they bellied up to the post guy. When the post catches the ball, You need to actually step back from them so they can't do that to you.
Back in their flex offense. McGackey with a long shot. Rims out. Rebound to Rivas. Down by 6. TJ. Rivas bringing it down. Rivas guarded by Tommy Kelly. They switch to Jackson Mead. Jackson Mead, he's going to get a foul, and Rivas throws it in for Jackson Mead. That's going to be his 4th foul.
Christmas isn't till when? I thought Christmas was a long time from now. He must have a birthday coming up.
I'm not sure he was facing the basket when he shot it.
It's just memory, muscle memory. He's used to shooting it in, so it just went in.
Rivas's free throw around, no good. Controlled by Ethan Riefert. And Riefert just loses it out of bounds. TJ Ball, I'll tell you what though, with Mead with 4 fouls, there's not a lot of size on the Oakdale bench. So inbounds to Rivas, who takes a 3, no good. Rebound to McGackey. McGackey looks up to Tommy Kelly. Tommy Kelly bringing it down against Bennett Commander. And rebound comes down to Genus. Genus bringing it up against Colin Schlee. It's wild, out of control basketball here. Genus to Rivas. Rivas doesn't pull the 3. Bennett Commander for 3. No good.
Now they're what, 0 for 11 from the 3-point?
I think 0 for 11 if they were 0 for 9. 0 for 11 from 3-point range. Tommy Kelly drives down the lane. Tommy Kelly just falls down inside to Ethan Reefer, who makes it Reefer from Jackson Mead. There's a chaotic pace out here right now, Chris.
Yeah, it's and the one who's coming on top of it is Oakdale. They're winning. They're somehow winning the battles.
Genus with it at 3-point range. Out to Rivas. Rivas another 3. When in doubt, we'll just keep shooting it because it comes down to Poe. Poe gets the rebound and lays it in. 0 for 12 for the Patriots from 3-point range. Schlee coming down, and they're going to call a foul on Rivas. It is fast-paced here. Dorner and Musa Crawford return for the Bears. Tommy Kelly, Jackson Mead come out.
And it's still only a 4-point lead.
4-point lead for the Bears.
Yeah,
they're inbounding.
If I didn't know better, I'd sit there and say they're up by 15.
Crawford goes to Schlee. Schlee with a fadeaway, and he leaves it short. Rivas brings it down court. Maybe he'll shoot another. Gives it to Genus. Genus puts it on the deck. He's trying to go down to J.R. Poe. J.R. Poe faces up against Musa Crawford, who has 3 fouls. Jeremiah Morris back in the game for TJ. Morris goes in the corner to Genus. They should be trying to get it to Poe. Poe gets it on the low post. And the foul. That will be the 4th foul on Musa Crawford. Very smart play by J.R. Poe.
Now Musa fronted him, and then he had help from the backside. They still got the ball over Musa, and then he tried to recover because the backside help tried to steal it as it went right by him.
Instead of just playing solid defense and playing up to him, he went for the steal, led to an open lane to the basket for J.R. Poe, who will be shooting 2.
Right.
5 fouls for the Bears, 2 fouls against the Patriots. That might become an issue as we go down.
And Musa's coming out here.
J.R. Poe makes the first. Dylan Burney making his first appearance. Burney played a lot of varsity action last year. Burney comes in for Musa Crawford. Crawford's 4th foul. Brandon Long will have a decision as to when he wants to go back with Jackson Mead or Musa Crawford, who both have 4. Poe shooting his 2nd with 30.5 seconds left. Poe's shot is around the rim and goes in. It is a 2-point game, 43-41. Schlee inbounds to Cameron Dorner, who's being pressured by Jeremiah Morris. Dorner goes up to Colin Schlee. Colin Schlee, little ball fake, goes to Ethan Reefer, who drives with his left. Reefer taking the ball hard to the basket.
And 2.
And that's what Oakdale needs to do. They need to take the ball to the basket, maybe draw a foul. Reefer will be shooting 2, up by 2, 16.1 seconds left. That foul was on Jeremiah Morris. That's his first foul, the team's 3rd. 16.1 seconds left. First shot by Reefer, spins out.
Yeah, he needs to push it up instead of shooting it straight.
Yeah, it's
almost no arc on that ball.
Might be one of those legs getting tired type of thing. Reefer with the 2nd, up and around and no good. Rebound to Morris. They come up 0 for 2. Improbably, TJ has a chance to tie the game here in the last possession of the 3rd quarter. J.R. Poe has it out at the top of the key, being guarded by Colin Schlee. Rivas for 3. No good. Rebound comes down, end of the quarter. And at the end of the quarter, the Oakdale Bears 43, TJ 41. We'll be back in a moment. Kyle McFadden will give us our stat update. 1450 WTHU bring you CMC Championship game, 1 quarter remaining.
Glorious, fresh powder.
A snowy, wintry bounty from the sky above.
That's Timberline Resort, located in wild, wonderful West Virginia.
It's heaven.
Call 1-800-SNOWING.
Or log on to timberlineresort.com.
That's Timberline Resort, located in wild, wonderful West Virginia. Glorious, fresh powder.
A snowy, wintry bounty from the sky above.
It's like heaven.
You're almost there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at BB&T Arena bringing you the boys CMC Championship game. Kyle, do you have some end of the third quarter stats?
Yes, through 3 quarters, Thomas Johnson has shot 14 of 37, but they're 0 for 13 from, 0 for 12 from 3. So they're 14 of 26 from 2-point range, if I do my math correct. I'm not very good at math, but I think that's right.
All right, and we're back. TJ has the ball. Another possession to try to tie it. Jeremiah Morris has the ball at the top of the key. Morris guarded by Reefer. Goes to Genus. Genus down low. Drives up, misses everything. Rebound comes down to Schlee.
Yeah, I think he got a piece of that one.
Schlee bringing it down the corner to McGackey. McGackey ball fakes and shuffles his feet.
I don't know.
Every possession means something now. 7:39 remaining.
2-point game.
Richard Rivas brings it down, trying to get it to J.R. Poe in the low block against Colin Schlee. Rivas drives, step back, goes to Genus outside. Down low to Commander. Commander with a great shot. I'm not sure if he caught his toe or if he got tripped, but he made it. Tie game.
I don't think he
7 minutes remaining.
I don't think he even saw the basket.
Dylan Burney with the ball in the forecourt. Burney goes to Tommy Kelly. Goes to Colin Schlee, running the flex offense. Reefer comes off the high post, knocked away by Morris. Morris taking it down. Morris going to the basket. Wild shot. He had Genus, who's now yelling at him, coming down the court. Meanwhile, the Bears come the other way. Colin Schlee with an amazing run. Dylan Burney up and scores. Morris probably should have given that ball up, but then they got to get back in the play. 2-point lead for Oakdale. Rivas against Burney goes up for the shot. It's going to be a foul against Dylan Burney. Richard Rivas will be shooting 2. Rivas has not made an outside shot, so now he's determined that he's going to take the ball to the basket.
He's just going to go. So if I'm the defender, I take an extra step back from him to give myself more time to recover and just dare him to keep shooting.
Rivas makes the first. Awosu back in the game for Morris. Timeout, 30-second timeout for Oakdale. Rivas will be shooting 1 when we come back in the play. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors. Once again, this game is both online and will be archived, so you can watch and listen to this game tomorrow. Our sponsors, Center of Life Chiropractic, Gettysburg Auto Auction, and Woodsboro Bank. We are so proud to bring you this outstanding action here on the CMC Championship. And this one, unlike the girls' game, has been tight the whole time, Chris.
Yes, it is. And it's just kind of what we expected. And, 2 good teams, different strengths, different capabilities, but look at them. 1 point separates them. It's really, really a great game right now.
All right, as we look at this, too, 6 fouls against the Bears, 3 fouls for the Patriots. Patriots are shooting free throws from here on out. Might be the team that's more aggressive as this game goes on, Chris, that wins the game.
You might be right.
Rivas to shoot for a chance to tie the game. Second shot is up. No good. Colin Schlee with the rebound. Schlee quickly out to Tommy Kelly. Tommy Kelly takes it to the basket, lays it in. TJ fell asleep. J.R. Poe coming back the other way. Poe looking to go to the basket. Saw Schlee hedging, brought it back out. Missed the free throw, one pass layup for the Bears. Bears up by 3.
So they're not playing. They're playing kind of a matchup. They don't do any switching.
Rivas for 3. He gets one to go. 47-47. If at first you don't succeed, try keep trying
again. Yeah. And that ties the game up.
It does. Tie game. Tommy Kelly to Colin Schlee. Dylan Burney on the cut. Goes outside to Jack McGackie. McGackie with the shot. Left it short. Rebound. Bennett Commander.
Now that's an example of getting tired. Nobody in Oakdale went to the boards. You had 4 TJ players in the key and not a single player for Oakdale trying to get an offensive
For the first
rebound.
time today, the TJ crowd getting into it. Rivas against Kelly. Rivas goes to the basket, cuts in, scores on the drive. Richard Rivas. Patriots by 2. Tommy Kelly brings it down to Jack McGackie. Kelly calls for the offense, getting pressured by Rivas to Dylan Burney on the left wing. Dylan Burney drives to his right, going to the basket. Against Commander, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Ethan Reefer. Ball on the deck. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to the Bears. Bears will retain possession. There is a lot of contact down there.
Yeah, I don't know how they call that a jump ball. That was a foul. Oh, they called it traveling.
Oh.
He got knocked down. The other player landed on top of him, and they're calling him for a traveling.
That is a tough call. The Oakdale Bears. So what happened there is there was a drive into the lane. The ball came loose. He had possession, and they took him down in the lane, called him for a travel, but there was about 3 people contacting each other. Rivas brings the ball down. Rivas goes to Genus on the left. They're running a 3-man weave. Owosu to Rivas. To Poe, down on the wing. Poe backing down Reefer. Hits the cutting Genus. Genus shot up and around the rim. No good. Off the hands of Bajan Bahai. It looked like it, but they're actually saying it is Patriot ball. Patriot ball. Bahai back in the game. Bahai against Reefer. Bahai looking to go one-on-one. Bahai turns the ball over. Not what Coach John Manley wanted. 2-point lead for the Patriots, 4:41 remaining. Tommy Kelly bringing the ball up against Richard Rivas. It's Kelly, McGackie, Schlee, Reefer, and Burney. McGackie goes down low into Schlee. They're calling a hold on the floor on Shimon Jenis. Hold on the floor. That was almost what we talked about, almost like that triangle type of play where they got the ball high to Reefer and Schlee just pinned him, had the high-low, called the foul.
All day long.
McGackie in the corner to Reefer. Reefer hitting the cutting. Musa Crawford back in. Crawford goes up. 2 quick fouls on the Patriots. The last foul was on number 1, Jenis. It was his first and second. He picked up 2 fouls here in the matter of 10 seconds. Musa Crawford will be shooting 2. 6 fouls on the Bears, 5 on the Patriots. Crawford makes the first. 49-48. Oakdale down by 1. Bennett Commander returns for Owosu. So the Patriots have gone big and the Bears have gone small. We'll see which style wins here. Musa Crawford shooting the second with 4:25 on the clock. Nothing but net. Tie game, 49-49. Richard Rivas bringing the ball up court. Tommy Kelly will be guarding Rivas. They got a high-low set up here. It looks like they're going to go to Shimon Jenis on the left-hand side, looking to try to get the ball to Poe.
What's amazing here is through this part of the game, Schlee is the 3rd highest scorer. He's only got 10 points in the game so far.
Rivas against Schlee. Rivas drives against Schlee. Throws a nut past a nice cutting. Bennett Commander lay-in. Ever since that 3-pointer fell for Rivas, he's been a different player. Schlee bringing it down court. Schlee the whole way to the basket. Schlee with a 2-handed slam. And they're calling a push on Shimon Jenis out at the top of the key. Boy, nobody picked up Schlee coming down court. You could see from half court he was taking it the whole way to the rim.
Yeah, 2-handed slam over 3 players to say, here, have some of this.
Jenis' 3rd foul. 6 fouls apiece. Every foul from here on out is going to be free throws. McGackie inbounds to Schlee, guarded by Jenis. 3-pointer, no. Rebound comes off Musa Crawford. They're going to call Crawford for an offensive foul against Rivas. That's his 5th foul. What a critical call. 5 on Musa Crawford.
And Oakdale is down by 2, losing one of their prime movers.
The student section's starting to get into it, Chris. This is what it's supposed to be like. They may be 85 feet away from each other, but they're letting each other know what they think about what's going on in the game.
They're all standing. Nobody's sitting right now.
Jackson Meade into the game. He has 4 fouls. They're going to go big on the defensive end, probably small on the offensive end. Just so you know, 4 timeouts left for Oakdale, 3 for TJ. Rivas bringing the ball down court. Rivas again with Tommy Kelly guarding him. Rivas now going to go to Shimon Jenis. Nope. Jenis down to Bennett Commander in the corner. Commander takes a 3-pointer, and it's good!
2-pointer, he was on the line.
On the line, 2-point shot. 53-49, that's why it fell. Schlee drives against 2 players. Rivas picks him up, goes to Reefer. Reefer ball fake, takes it to the basket.
And one.
And it's good, and the foul will be on, I'm not sure if it's going to be on Commander.
No, 23, I think.
It's going to be on Bajan Bahai with a little bit of body on the drive. Nice drive, though, by Ethan Reefer. Reefer with his 13th point. He's shooting 1 free throw, 53-51.
Trying to get 3 the hard way.
Reefer up, around no good, and Rivas, the smallest guy in the court, comes down with the ball. Well, Tommy Kelly might be the same size as him, so 53-51, 3 minutes remaining. Rivas gets across the timeline. They're going to run a little bit of clock, take a little bit of breather, I think, on the offensive end. Rivas is looking for a high screen, gets it from Bahai. Rivas goes to his left, step back 3, fading away, not anywhere near.
All nothing but air.
Here comes Schlee down. Schlee in the corner to Tommy Kelly for 3. It's good! 1-point lead for Oakdale.
Oh, tied up.
A tie game, 54-54, 2:30 remaining.
We got a ball game, folks.
Jenis in the forecourt. Drives his right. He's probing against Jackson Meade. He pulls up for a 3-pointer. Rebound comes down. Controlled by Jenis. Jenis to the basket to Bahai, who drop steps, goes up, loses control, gets his own rebound. Ball's on the floor, belongs to TJ. 54-54, 2:16 remaining.
So they've made what, 1 or 2 3-pointers the whole game? They just keep putting it up there, baby.
One 3-pointer. Rivas gets the inbound. He's going to go back to the top of the key. They're going to set up a high ball screen. They go to Poe down on the block, or Bahai. Bahai shoots it, no good. Rebound to Schlee. Schlee's going to bring it down court. He's going to go all the way. You can tell, nice pass to the corner from McGackey for 3. Good! 3-point lead for Oakdale. 57-54, 1:52 remaining. Rivas drives to the basket, loses the handle, no one can get there. Picked up by Kelly.
Good help defense.
Jenis down the line, blocked, rebound, Sapo up, no good, there's a foul. I think it's on 50 on Jackson Meade. Yes, it is, that will be his 5th.
I think it should be 1-on-1.
2 shots, I'm not sure if they're calling it on the foul on Jenis or the foul on Poe.
It was when he was cutting onto the baseline there. I think it was I don't think it's a 2-shot foul. I think it's a 1-on-1. Did they call 2?
They did call a 2-shot foul.
All right.
And so Jackson Meade is the second Bear to be disqualified for 5 fouls. They're going to go small. They're going to bring in Cameron Dorner. Dorner's in. It's a 3-point game, 1:35 remaining.
Well, those were 5 good fouls.
Poe shooting 2. First shot up, no good. Poe's second shot. Also no good. Bahai with the rebound. Goes to Poe. Poe up again and fouled.
Just try again.
I'm not sure why Bahai didn't take that straight up. He was about 18 inches from the rim.
He's the biggest guy out there. You know, the answer is shoot it. You know, take it up, big guy.
Foul is on number 11, Jack McGackey. That is his first foul, team's 9th. TJ shoots 2 on everything. He has missed 3 in a row.
Yeah. 3-point game, and he's missed 3 in a row.
Getting a little tight.
Now it starts to work on your mind a little bit.
Gets the second timeout. TJ, full timeout for TJ. We got 1 minute 35 seconds left. Oakdale leads TJ 57-55. This is Cool 1450 WTHU bringing you CMC Championship Basketball. Back in a minute.
MedOne Pharmacy is the largest locally owned and operated pharmacy in Frederick County. MedOne Pharmacy has 4 locations in Brunswick, Emmitsburg, Middletown, and Thurmont to provide you with convenience, experience, service, tradition, and value. MedOne Pharmacy. Check out their website at med1pharmacy.com. That's MEDONE pharmacy.com today. Or for more information, call them at 301-271-2223.
MedOne Pharmacy is a proud sponsor of Frederick County Public School Athletics.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the stretch drive. 1:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. Oakdale 57, TJ 55. We're here at BB&T Arena on the campus of Hood College. Beautiful facility, has been the site of an excellent high school basketball game, Chris. Maybe not the perfect game, not a perfectly played game, but a fun game to be at. Student sections are into it. What's going to happen here in the final minute and a half?
Well, we're going to see who has the discipline. I keep talking about that, the discipline, make the good pass, stick together. This is where practice really pays off.
My guess is that Oakdale's going to bleed the clock here a little bit. Schlee with Jenis on him near the top of the key.
So you got the best player on Oakdale with the ball.
And my guess is he's going to be the guy with the ball with about 10 seconds. Jenis knocks it away, but Schlee recovers it, goes up for the shot, misses, gets his own rebound, and puts it in.
He loves those shots.
1 minute and 10 seconds left.
Got himself an offensive rebound.
They don't need a 3 here. What they really need is to get a good shot. TJ, Jenis drives, slashes to the basket, and scores, and another foul on Oakdale.
That's a lapse. That's an unusual lapse. Usually you're seeing Oakdale come by and get some help and get in front of the guy. The help never came. He got beat at 18 feet, and he had no help.
Fouls on Dorner. Jenis to try to cut it to 1. He makes it. 1-point game, 59-58, 1 minute remaining. I'd look for TJ to try to do something to take the ball out of the hands of Schlee. Tommy Kelly pressured by Rivas. Makes a move to the corner to Dorner. Schlee for a deep 3. Good!
Should have called a foul. He got fouled on that too.
Colin Schlee puts Oakdale up by 4. Richard Rivas brings it down. Rivas drives to the basket. Goes to Zay Brooks. Blocked by Colin Schlee.
He got blocked by both players. He got two players blocked it.
Tommy Kelly brings it down. Goes to Ethan Reefer, and he's fouled.
Nice hustle by Reefer. He went the whole court. Nice hustle all the way down. He didn't give up. Got the ball. Almost converted it.
Foul is on Shimon Jenis. That is his 4th foul. But more importantly, there's only 30.7 seconds left. Oakdale is shooting 2. Actually, they called that foul on 0. They called the foul on Rivas.
That's clutch. That's clutch. This could put the game away right here.
Reefer with the second, up by 5. Misses. Rebound comes down to Jenis. Here he comes down court. He's going to go straight to the basket. He makes the basket. Timeout. TJ with 2 timeouts left, so they're going to be calling a full timeout, it looks like here, as both teams are going to their benches.
They're going to foul somebody. They're going to have to foul right away, put somebody on the line, and play it that way. They can't let them just eat time up. So let's see who they foul. They're going to try to pick the worst free throw shooter if they can figure it out. Or they're just going to foul the first person that touches the ball because they got to get the ball back.
So when they do foul, this will be the last 1-and-1. 18 fouls on TJ. So It will be a 1-and-1. Oakdale's going to have to at least make one free throw here in order to keep this from being a one-possession game.
Now what they could do right now is pick who they want to foul. Go tell the referee, this is what we're going to do. Before the ball is thrown into play, we're going to foul somebody, knock them over or something. It can't be an obvious foul, can't be an intentional, but it has to be a reach-in or something aggressive foul. So they have to be careful. But really the ideal thing is pick a player, foul them before the ball even gets thrown in, and go ahead and try to preserve as much time as possible.
And things end up as they always do, Chris. Despite not playing much in the first half, Colin Schlee now the leading scorer with 15 points. Ethan Reefer with 14 for Oakdale. Zay Brooks with 19 for TJ.
And more importantly, he's had some great assists during the game.
Tommy Kelly brings it down. Tommy Kelly, they're letting way too much time go off the clock. I have no idea why they haven't fouled at this point. Maybe that's why. Genus with the steal. He comes down, swooping down and lays it in. Timeout, TJ. What do I know, Chris?
Cross-court passes, you see them all the time. The last thing you do is throw a cross-court pass. Throw to the guy you always make the easy pass. Throw to the guy standing right next to you. And he had somebody out there at half court. All he had to do was pass it out to him. Instead, he threw it, a slow pass all the way across the court, intercepted.
7.9 seconds left. Oakdale 63, TJ 62. Now, Chris, there's 7.9 seconds left. So you definitely want to foul now because even if they make both free throws, it's a one-possession game, correct?
Yeah, you've got to foul before the ball gets put in play. So again, you got to pick someone and foul somebody while they're cutting to the basket. So you want to put somebody on the ball, and then you want to double everybody up. Now, if Oakdale's smart, they could do two things. They can run two guys on the baseline instead of taking it out with one guy. You can throw it across to somebody and have him throw it in. And more importantly, since they got Colin Schlee, they should have somebody running a post route going long.
Right, especially if they overplay everything.
Exactly. Run everybody up at them and then just go long. But, again, TJ should foul before the ball even gets thrown in. That's what
Reefer.
We'll see if they do it.
Reefer is going to throw the inbound. They look to go to Schlee. They get to Schlee and immediately fouled by Rivas.
Right, there you go.
0.7 seconds off the clock, 7.2 seconds left. Schlee is shooting one, 1-and-1. It should be a 1-and-1.
Yes, they lost 0.7 seconds out of that play, but still, that's not bad.
All right, so Schlee, 1-and-1. Critical free throw, 63-62. Colin Schlee. Nothing but net.
Yeah, they used to call somebody else Mr. Clutch. Who was that? You mentioned him earlier. Zeke from Cabin Creek. Jerry West.
Jerry West shooting his second. No good. Rebound comes down. Their ball comes down off Bajan Bahai. Belongs to Oakdale. Ethan Reefer working hard for the rebound. Oakdale now has possession, up by 2.
Surprising. I couldn't see who knocked it out, but that was
well, what was happening though, Chris, is they had the low block, they had Bahai, and then had the low position, and Reefer had the middle position. Instead of Reefer going towards the basket, which guys traditionally do, he sprinted straight across the lane. The ball came off to that side, and Bahai wasn't quick enough to go with him, and trying to extend himself, knocked the ball out of bounds. So that was all created by number 12, Ethan Reefer, and effort, if nothing else.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Oakdale, both teams, total effort for the game. This is a good high school game.
Okay, a reset. 6.5 seconds left. Oakdale up by 2. Oakdale's gonna have to foul immediately. Now, you would traditionally think that if you're Oakdale, TJ's gonna have to foul Oakdale immediately. You would traditionally think that if you're Oakdale, you don't want to throw the ball into the backcourt, but you have that option available to you. You have the whole court to work with.
Yeah, and again, I keep coming back to this. If a guy throwing the ball in has trouble, you go stand right next to him, just have him hand it to you.
They also have 3 timeouts. McGackey inbounds to Tommy Kelly, and he is fouled immediately. Wow, they said that 0.7 seconds went off the clock. That was a
I'm surprised.
0.7.
He barely touched it.
Yeah.
I mean,
he didn't land. He never got on the ground.
That was a fast finger on the clock guy.
Tommy Kelly shooting 2. Tommy Kelly shooting 2, up by 2. Nothing but net.
This could be game right
Not
here.
that you'd be wanting to jinx him, but he looked pretty confident on that one.
A good follow through, good form.
Makes it. Oakdale calls a timeout. 5.5 seconds left.
Just go back and sit. Just go back into a zone and sit, and just don't even move if somebody comes close to you.
All right, so might be our last time here for the CMC Championship. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Center of Life Chiropractic, Gettysburg Auto Auction, and the Woodsboro Bank, allowing Cool 1450 WTHU to bring you not only the audio of this game, but also the simulcast. You can watch this. It will be archived on 1450 WTHU. And if you're just listening on the radio and you have some free time, I'd invite you to watch it. It's been a fun game to be at. And once again, Frederick County athletics, there's a lot of competitive student athletes out here.
Yeah. Well, both stands, TJ's, all their fans are still standing and still here. So there's some good loyalty there from TJ.
All right, so TJ, unlike the pro game, they don't get to take it at half court after the timeout. So they've got to get the ball up court quickly, get a shot up. Maybe they have some kind of a play where they can quickly pass it up and get a three-pointer somewhere near the timeline. You dribble it up, though. It's going to take some time to dribble it up.
Just stay out of his way. Don't even get into
Rivas for 3. Good. And that ends the game with the final score. The Oakdale Bears 66, the TJ Patriots 65. Where was that shot earlier in the game? As the Patriots made an incredibly valiant effort, but unfortunately come up 1 point short. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll come back with some statistics in this exciting CMC boys final. Once again, 1450, Cool 1450 WTHU, bringing you the CMC Championship. Congratulations to the Oakdale Bears and the Frederick Cadets on the girls' side. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Okay, here are 5 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a high school sport.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline, sportsmanship, and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages and fewer disciplinary problems.
Number 3.
High school sports help fight teen obesity and substance abuse.
Here's number 4.
High school sports provide wholesome, constructive after-school activity, perfect for today's families.
And number 5.
And high school sports are safer than ever before. Injury surveillance and research, better equipment, and the continuing education programs for coaches provided by state and national athletic associations have made high school sports safer than ever before.
This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the Maryland State Athletic Directors Association.
Cool 1450 AM WTHU, where Frederick County High School sports and the greatest hits of all time come to play.
Do you like good music? I remember when rock was young.
After the game, keep it here 24/7 on the station that rocks the Catoctons with the greatest hits of all time. Cool 1450 AM WTHU and online anytime at WTHU.org.
Ladies and gentlemen, we come back to you from BB&T Arena on the campus of Hood College, where we just watched an incredibly exciting boys final with the Oakdale Bears going for, I think that's their three-peat 3 in a row for the Bears as CMC champions, winning 66-65 over a very good and spirited TJ Patriots. Chris, what do you think the key to Oakdale surviving this game?
They believe in each other. They played well as a team. Lots of passing. Even though they're getting beat inside, they just kept at it. So some real clutch play by Schlee coming in there, just kind of lit them up at the end. And but don't take anything away from TJ, because they were all hard on the boards, and they no quit in either one of those teams.
Yeah, there's a lot of mental toughness on that Oakdale side. Those guys, maybe didn't have the physicality inside. They played with a lot of guts, a lot of heart, and shooting was a big thing too. I mean, we talk about the three-point shooting for TJ, which was almost non-existent in the first half, but down the end, at the end of the game, the foul shooting by Oakdale, I don't have the stats in front of me, but they made close to 75-80% of the free throws in the fourth quarter, allowing them to stay in front.
Right, yeah. You have to wonder how they're going to make their adjustments going forward. Obviously, I think if you're scouting TJ, you look at the defense, the up front defense that they had on Rivas and their guards the entire game, and you say, well, that's how to play them. That's they did not allow Rivas until about the midway through the fourth quarter, where he started getting some nice drives, almost all the way through 3.5 quarters. He was held in check, and they kept him from driving and hurting him really bad. And I've seen them do that to other teams, just absolutely tear him up by penetrating.
And so for TJ, this is a boys football, boys basketball. Their indoor track team just won states yesterday. They've got a lot of athletes at Oakdale High School right now, and they are proving to be very formidable in everything that they're participating in. Ethan Reefer, to me, was kind of the key to the game. He played bigger than his size and got a lot of the hustle plays. And to me, early on, was able to offset the lack of playing time for Colin Schlee.
Right, yeah, they just played him at par while Schlee was on the bench in the second quarter for a little more than 5 minutes, I believe it was.
Right, and we said that was a calculated risk by Coach Brandon Long, who in his first season wins a CMC championship. And I think both these teams are going to be really competitive in the 2A West and the 3A West championship coming forward. There's a lot of good teams in 3A. Oakdale, I think, they're in for once, the weaker area. Their football team had to run a gauntlet to get to the state championship, but 2A West, I think they should be able to control most of the teams and hopefully get back to a state semifinal position.
That'd be an awful lot of fun.
All right, so looking at the game here, the final 66-65, we're going to be signing off. This is Michael Reinick for Coach Chris Erickson, Michael Betteridge producing the show, Hollis Zimmerman, our videographer, and Kyle McFadden providing expert game analysis. Hope to see you for some playoff basketball in the near future. Good night, 1450 WTHU, CMC Championship Basketball.
Here's the cool 1450 AM forecast. For tonight, we're looking at partly cloudy skies and an overnight low of 25. Sunshine for the day tomorrow, and we'll have a high of 38. A chance of snow moves in tomorrow night.